I ran up those steps and I ran back down again. And she'd been used to seeing me at times get up there on my butt, backwards.
Sometimes what happens is this, is I pray, they might be totally healed, but then as they leave, the healing continues in their body, and then it completes itself.
And with each time that John prayed again, it got better and better. But then when I was able to turn it, I've never been able to do that. Not all the way, and it's not hurting.
You know, and I could walk like I haven't walked for a long time because I was in awful pain. I've been in awful pain for a long time.
And I went back and the cyst had grown back and it was the size of a can of Coke. And we went through what John does, and I said what John told me to say in the future. I went back for the following scan, I think it was about a month after that. Cyst totally gone.
I had a bad spinal injury where it's been giving me blood pressure. Just fell like a feather.
The blood of Jesus.
I was just jumping for joy inside my stomach. I was just so free, so great.
I had eczema for about 15 years, and John touched me and did his shunk thing. Something just came straight on me and I just went straight back. I thought I was down there for about 10 seconds. Everybody said I was down there for about 5 minutes, when I was completely healed. It just blew Mum and Dad's mind.
I would say about 12 months after the healing, I went for a blood test, which I have here, and I actually got a negative response.
Bit under
zero, yeah.
Bit under zero.
It was a negative response. It was like, God, yes, that's great.
I hadn't been able to do any physical work for sort of 7 or 8 months. John called me out on a word of knowledge that someone had a problem with their liver or somewhere around that area, gallbladder, and within 2 days I was back being able to do everything that I could, and I just hadn't looked back.
Scary thing to think of losing your sight. When I started off, it was like I could see patches off his face, like his mouth, but then I could see his eyes, and then his forehead, and then I could see over his head.
I could see colour and everything else, and she said, oh God, she said, the doctor said it's incurable. And when I went home, we were both crying. And
you've got advanced osteoporosis. He said, what are you taking for it? John Mellor came, and then after I left that meeting, I was fine. There was nothing. It was just nothing, no pain.
The nature of the injury, we can't operate. You've pulled the nerves off your spine, and you'll just have to get used to the fact that you can only lift your arm that far. And moments after he prayed for me, my arm suddenly went straight up in the air. I found myself clapping my hands above my head.
Yeah, the word's truth. You don't just try Jesus, you give your whole life to Jesus.
And all of a sudden I realised that pain wasn't there anymore.
Physically, I do have. Wow. Oh, wow.
Well, this is awesome.
Well, I couldn't pick up my boy like I'm doing now, and my wife had to help me with, the basic things, shaving, showering. We'll pray for a breakthrough, and it eventually came. It took a long time, but it came.
I've been totally healed, and I got his arm and I squashed it as hard as I could. I just grabbed him and he said, you have all your strength left. You haven't had strength in your hands for so long.
That he was basically going to be nothing, like a vegetable was the word that they said. He wasn't meant to eat. He wasn't meant to write. He was going to be nothing. They predicted that he was going to be in a wheelchair. They actually turned off the machine and he was meant to go. I ran up to him and I said, you're John Mellor, aren't you? And he said, yes, I am. I said, you prayed for my son, and 2 weeks later he was walking.
I went to the surgeon and he said, oh yes, well with this sort of cancer it's not usually diagnosed until it's completely untreatable. And 6 months later they said, well actually it's in your bones, it's in your ribs, your pelvis and your vertebrae. I can play tennis now because my arthritis is fixed and I can hold on to a racket again. Swimming, tennis, golf, skiing, I can do the lot.
How's that?
Thank you.
Thank Jesus. They're amazing. Okay, with your body.
It's wonderful.
That happened how long ago?
Oh, my first one was 1970. And the last one, 1993.
So what's happened when you were a little toddler?
No.